So you want to make Uncle Iroh's spicy noodles? You'll need 2 teaspoons of veggie bouillon paste, 4 cups of water, 1 to 2 teaspoons of sriracha, half a teaspoon of chili flakes, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 cup of cooked chewy noodles, 1 tablespoon of high-heat oil, half a block of tofu, half of an onion, 1 medium carrot, a handful of mushrooms, 1 clove of garlic, and a handful of kale. First, cook your noodles. I have some recommendations in the description box below. We'll start by making the broth for our soup. Measure out 2 teaspoons of vegetable bouillon paste and dissolve it in 2 cups of warm water. Add the veggie broth into a small pot along with 2 more cups of warm water. Add 1 to 2 teaspoons of sriracha, depending on how spicy you want it. Add about a half a teaspoon of red chili flakes to give it even more of a kick. Finally, add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce to finish off the broth and put the pot over low heat. While the broth is warming up, let's prep our other ingredients, starting by pressing the tofu. First, open and drain the package of tofu, then place it between 2 plates and put something on top of it to press it, like a can of beans. Next, we'll chop the veggies. We'll only use half of an onion, so you can save the other half for something else. Chop your onion into smallish pieces. We'll chop the carrots into small round pieces. Feel free to cut them in half lengthwise if your carrot is super thick. Chop your mushrooms into small pieces, really as small as you like them in your soup. I like to cut them in half once and then chop them along the other side. Smash and peel your clove of garlic and then mince it into little pieces. We'll add the minced garlic into a frying pan along with our chopped onions. Add a tablespoon of oil and then put the frying pan over high heat and saute for 2 minutes. While that's cooking, let's prep the tofu. We'll only need half of the block. I like to cut it into cubes, but feel free to do this however you like. You can also fry or bake your tofu before adding it into the soup, or replace it with seitan or tempeh if you don't like tofu. Let's stir the onion and garlic to make sure it's not sticking to the frying pan. Next, chop the kale into small pieces. Add the carrots and mushrooms into the frying pan with the onions and garlic and give it a stir. Let's let it cook for 5 minutes. By now, the broth should be simmering. It's time to add all of our ingredients into the broth and stir the soup. If your soup isn't brothy enough, you can always add more by dissolving the bouillon into hot water and pouring it right in there. Let the soup simmer for about 2 minutes to warm everything up, and then you're ready to eat. I'm sure we'll all feel better after a bowl of noodles, as Iroh likes to say. Thank you so much for stopping by, friend. The full recipe is in the description box below. I'll see you next time.